Buenos nachos, amigos, and welcome to Through the Tones, TTRPG real play adventure, where a group of understanding and patient friends go on a prescribed adventure by an amateur GM, using a pre-made adventure. In this instance, I'm Petey Rave, the aforementioned amateur GM. And here with me is my team, my squad, my party, my crew. We've got Drew. We've got Kelly. And we've got Irish.
Hello.
Drew, I believe, is eating Chinese food at the moment, so that's why he's might be currently silent.
Yes, sorry. That's true.
I caught it. I like to imagine.
And hit the caps lock button at the same time.
I almost wish you were on camera so I could see you be caught mid bite. Like, panic. Christian, I believe, is at least trying to get home and hop on, but he should be here. He might be here any moment. And he'll hop on and you'll see his little pink tuber over there. We're here to get back to the adventure of Hand of the Eight, courtesy of DM Dave. We're finishing up chapter 3, presumably. Getting to the big moments. You can, of course, pick up Hand of the Eight and Pexy's Guide to Mario, the campaign setting that is all in, over at dmdave.com. It's really cool. He makes a lot of like adventure modules and adventure pieces and a lot of fun content for TTRPG, for D&D and more, and including virtual tabletop stuff that's all integrated as well. Yeah, it's cool stuff. All right, let's get back to the thing. Does occur to me that I didn't set up the map ahead of time, but where we were last left off, the gang was pursuing one Mega the Brash to capture the sizable bounty on his head, as well as to get some closure on various things that have happened on the adventure. They narrowed down his possible location to the desolate, like ghost city of Kyola. They entered the city, met a couple of people, like wandered through the town, saw a giant hole, and now are on their way to what they saw was an airship approaching the great statue that is one of the centerpieces of town, and going to investigate what is going on. They went hastily towards there, to find out what is happening. Let me close this and transition. And there you go. Whoop. Let's get this error message off of there. All right. So let's get back in there and get the next thing. I'm gonna get my journals up. The hunt for Mega. I like opening the PDF though. It looks nicer. So, as you go towards, you were going past the hole, pass over closer to the statue, and as you get closer to the statue, let's see, let me grab it so I actually can read it out for you. All right. I don't know if I read it last time, but it would be still good to read it again. So as you approach, it's a big centerpiece of the statue. The statue of Gerard is a 400-foot tall limestone idol built to praise Killa's founder. It resembles a cloaked mage. In its right hand, it holds Gerard's walking stick, and its left hand is open, held towards the sky, welcoming travelers. The statue stands on top of a 50-foot tall, 80-foot wide pedestal. A single flight of steps rises from the park surrounding the statue to the top of the pedestal, and the walkway surrounding the statue's feet. So as you kind of like approach, you notice that the blimp seems approaches and makes preparations to dock. You see these two porters, these ninja porters, standing on levitating platforms, and they kind of drift the ground, drift to the ground, holding onto the blimp's grappling anchors. 50 feet from the pedestal, a circular blimp dock has been set into the ground. The porters connect steel latch hooks to the blimp dock first. From there, the blimp moves closer to the statue of Gerard, its nose docking at the statue's outstretched hand. A third porter is like climbing the underside catwalk, tethers the blimp's nose to the hand, securing the blimp. Then, a shout comes from above you. You look up to the top of the statue of Gerard, where the blimp has docked. Although it's nearly 450 feet above, you can see one of the blimp's porters fighting a second person at the top of the statue's hand. Although it's hard to make out, you're pretty sure it's none other than Mega. He's trying to get onto the blimp. And so,
how close are they fighting?
they're about 450 feet above you.
Yeah.
And like
are they directly grappling kind of thing?
Yeah, they're hand to hand fighting within. I believe that's they have said it. Yeah.
My bow is definitely out and considering the shot.
But yeah, they're close, like between melee. But yeah, it is. More than that shot. Let me make sure. So we're gonna have you guys roll initiative.
Hold on. My foundry is being weird. And nothing about. think I'm back. Hello.
Hello? Yeah?
Hola.
Okay, cool.
I'll do spy-wise. I guess I'll do Ox Hammerfellow as well. So we're mostly going to just use the map as a visual, or and we're mostly just going to, because we're looking at, this is a very like big
I'm not sure what's wrong
wide
with those crab rangoons, but they taste different.
Yeah, the crab rangoons.
Mike is stuck on, isn't it? She also has noise canceling headphones on. It's about loud.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just the crab rangoons. They taste. They're hitting different.
Yeah. Sometimes they do be hitting different.
All right. So that is set up. Okay. We're so like I said, we're mostly gonna go theater of the mind, so not to worry about like getting to like handling that's I'll just leave the game paused because we'll like moving rather than moving characters around, or we're just kind of getting a visual idea of like the space, and but mostly just doing theater of the mind because this is kind of like larger scale than normal. This is like we're working with like hundreds of feet here. This is not a battle map. But as we start off, of course we as is tradition when there's a DMPC, of course the DMPC has to start because that's how it works. Spy wise, Spywise is gonna so as you kind of like Spywise is gonna assess the situation, gonna look up and see the distance, and
No.
wonder if and
You know, you want another rangoon?
so there's gonna be things that are on the ground.
In case you're wondering, the answer was yes, I do.
So I'm gonna say you guys are close. Let me see. I think what he's gonna want to do involves climbing. Yeah.
Also, apparently, a delicious surprise awaits me at Sunday brunch.
Nice. Okay.
6,500 feet. Oh shit. Okay.
Okay. So, Spywise is gonna, let's say, it's gonna run towards one of the anchors that goes up to the blimp. And he's gonna dash to use all of his movement. And and I'm gonna say there's a yeah. So single file says 50 foot tall. So how much speed do they have? He has 30 feet of speed. Yeah, so that means it's 60. That means he's basically making, I'll say he's getting most of the way up the stairs onto the pedestal to maybe get over to the ropes. That is his action and his movement. His action is to dash. And yeah, I think that's okay, can't last a minute. And on the way there, yes. He's gonna cast Ensnaring Strike. So for the future. Okay. So he cast Ensnaring Strike and he dashed to get closer. There you go. That is his turn. Now it is Doomwatcher's turn.
Okay. So just to make sure we're down by this thing that I
Well, we're
picked.
kind of like approaching from down here.
Okay.
And I would say you're probably like around here. Yeah.
And Mega is trying to get onto the airship
Yeah. He's
that was
on
coming in.
From what it seems like, at least.
Yeah, he was trying to get on, not off, right?
Yeah. Yeah. He seems to.
Right.
About how far away would you say he is?
About from around here. So the pedestal is about 50 feet, and the statue is about 400 feet. So it'd be like 450 feet up.
Damn, okay.
Yeah.
That
Did I put?
faces my original plan.
Did I put? Why do I don't have Sept on the combat tracker for some reason?
And these two things are hostiles, right?
No, they're there. I mean, I wouldn't. There's nothing to say that they're hostile. They're just trying to get the they were just getting the ship in place. Why is what? Why is okay. I got confused. Weirdly. Okay.
I'm not sure there's much I can do here. All my stuff is ranged stuff that can't hit Mega. And I don't want to approach those guys in case they do end up being hostile because squishy.
I don't see why they would be, especially like if they're still busy dealing with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to skirt around them and try to get into a position where I can try to shoot off a firebolt. That's only 120 feet of range I have for that, so I'm not sure if it's possible, but
Hey, you get in a position and be ready. Whatever may happen, or at least to support others. Yeah, it's up to you.
yeah, I'll just get in position to be ready, essentially. That's really all I can do.
All right. It's being weird. Okay. All right. Let me see. On. Okay. So the dinner porters are reacting to the commotion up there. Obviously, the different workers are there to, and they're working a commotion. They look around, look at you guys, and eye you down with suspicion. And they look around. And they also see, and those moments they look past you, and you look past, and there's various like groups of people coming from different directions now, kind of reacting to the commotion. Who that appear to be like some of the other bounty hunters that were also, looking for this sizable bounty, but they're all kind of like scattered around, coming in from different directions, and they're you can see the ginger porters. They don't seem to do anything rash at the moment, other than the one that's up, kind of like tussling with Mega. But they kind of seem to ready themselves in case, and are trying to figure out what's going on. So they just kind of ready themselves. All right, and now it is Sept's turn.
All right. She's gonna take the shot. What?
Presumably with the moat. Which of the damage types are you gonna go for? Just
So
in
that
case.
was just kind of double checking again.
Yeah.
How big does the hand, whatever that they're standing on, seem to be?
I would say that it's hard to know for sure, but like 20 something feet wide in total. I would say they would have Mega would have less than 15 feet either way of
Yeah.
surface.
So yeah, it'll definitely be bludgeoning just for that possibility of
Yeah.
knocking him off.
All right.
But yeah, she's got up to 640 feet without disadvantage.
Yeah. That was the one. That was the thing I was anticipating. I was like, Septa's insane range.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun to see what she does. All right, go ahead and take your shot. Just do the attack, and I'll calculate everything for you.
So
Don't worry about targeting.
should just be that. Oh, it looked so right there, ready to be.
8. Yeah, you.
So, does it hit?
You go for the shot, and the moat. You feel the kind of like the magic moat of air, of this like pushing, like almost feels like it forms a fist at the end, as you kind of like pull the string back, and you shoot off, and you see this like this like ripple in the atmosphere that kind of goes speeding through the air, and unfortunately, kind of like with all the excitement, you didn't quite get the aim right, and it was straight and true, but like it flew right past him, and like just right past his head, as it kind of like just blows a bit of his hair out of the way, and unfortunately, kind of blows past him.
Yeah. Now I've got it figured out. I'll be all right.
And
All right.
all right, is there
I think
anything?
that's. I might kind of move a bit closer, perhaps, just to be further away from like the other people incoming.
Yeah.
But definitely with keeping an eye on keeping a good shot.
Yeah. All right. Perfect. All right. Next up is Mega himself. As you kind of like his prescribed turns. As you know, when that moat kind of flies past him, he's in that tussle. He grabs the porter, like by the shirt, and just tosses him off the hand, and you see that he falls 400 feet right to his death. And then he runs 30 feet across the catwalk towards the blimp. That is Mega. Ox Hammerfellow. Is going to run towards. Yeah, he's gonna run towards the pedestal. And let me see, what has he got going for him? The barbarian. What is this? Yep, this is gonna. He's also gonna run up the stairs and dash. He will smartly hold off on raging until he has a purpose for it. But he's gonna use his action to dash and to get on the pedestal and start making his way towards the anchors as well. The bounty hunters you see, they start to kind of like come in a lot of different paths. You see like a lot of different walks of life. Let's see. Like over on one side you see like a male human with this with a husky running towards it, running towards the statue with his keen eye. On there you see over on the other side there's a tiefling with a sword sheath, just kind of like approaching from like over the east. There's like a half elf off in the distance with a bow drawn, takes a shot towards Mega, kind of like misses off to the side. It's just not quite getting a good beat on him from this far down. There's like a couple of halflings over to the side, kind of like, kind of like pedal to the metal, trying to get as close as they can, and they're just kind of like making their way, and they're all like clamoring, and but they're still off all over in the distance. Yeah, fetch.
Why is it not letting me open my character sheet? Is that a subject of pause?
I don't think so. You should be able to like at least double click yourself in the actors list.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I don't know. Or click one then. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm able to open your character sheet. Oh,
No, I can't. Okay. So my first thought was to run and try to help these guys like get the airship in a way that like, because if they're trying to pull the airship down and help and get to who's ever on it, then obviously those people are people they want down here, and these people are part of the city that we're here to help. So I'm going to assume that the airship is okay and not full of people we don't like, and try to help them. So I want to move that direction.
So you kind of like go towards, you make your way up the stairs and towards, you basically are, you use your action dash, you're basically like side to side with with Ox and Spywise kind of going towards
Yeah.
the anchors. You guys are
Yep.
getting you're about part of the way there. You're basically like right up at the top of the stairs.
There's nothing else. You know what? Along. I also like to, as I'm doing this, I'll expend a. What are you doing down there? A spell slot to do detect thoughts, just so as I'm getting near these people, I can sort of figure out what their thought process is.
Yeah.
And figure out who on the ship versus not on the ship versus anybody, what they're trying to do, so we know who to help and who not to help as we're going forward. Because I would have a good idea, but I'm also timid enough to want to be sure.
Yeah. What is, okay. So, I would say that you're not quite within 30 feet of them, but you cast the spell and you're getting yourself ready to when you get closer. You do just passively detect the thoughts of Spywise of like, I've got to get to that anchor, climb up, like just thoughts of like getting to the anchor and climbing up, and Ox Hammerfell like, well, climb up that rope, woohoo, and a very like excited. You get the excited thoughts of him like, you're gonna climb the rope, climb the rope. One thought, head not empty for now. But that's what they're thinking. But you're not quite close enough to the porters, but you're ready once you kind of get closer to kind of start getting an idea of what their thought process is. All right, that is that round, and I'm gonna say. Yeah, what is it? It takes. Spywise another.
Cat's an asshole.
I'm gonna say it takes the Spywise another dash to go to get all the way to the anchor. The dinner porter seems to like he so Spywise gets all the way over to where the anchor is, right next to their platform, starts to jump up, jumps in the last bit of his dash movement, and onto the rope. It starts to climb up. The porter, not sure what's going on, and just sees him go for the rope. This triggers his held action to attack with his mace. What was it? No, that's not that one. Oh. Wait, no. Not the longbow. Dang it. No. He misses. Just misses Spywise. Well, misses by quite a bit. As he's able to, Spywise is just too wily and gets right past him and is on the rope starting to climb up. It's like, they're all going after the blimp. What's going on? Doom Watcher. What would you
Okay. How far away am I from being able to shoot the ropes above Mega? Too far?
there really isn't like ropes above him. You're a lot closer to like the rope anchors and things like that. And which are at this point all they've completely secured. But yeah, you're about as far. Yeah, obviously the whole thing is happening 450 feet above you.
Yeah. Because my plan, and this is such a my go plan in a way as well, was to burn the ropes and set it free, but I'm guessing that's not going to be an option.
You have. I mean, to set the blimp free, yeah, you have the anchor are down on the pedestal. So the ropes go all the way down to the pedestal. So the ropes holding down the blimp are within reach of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right
now, Spywise is climbing one of them. But you can go to the other one. The other one's within range.
Well,
Or you can shoot.
Buy a different one anyway.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I can't open up my character sheet either for some reason.
That's weird. I wonder if I need to upgrade my router. Like the router aspect of it.
I don't know, but this cat.
If I'm using an Eero, maybe that might not be the most sophisticated router.
Yeah, I have a black screen now.
Dang.
Wait.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Okay, I turn to the others who are still on the ground in our party asking, are any of you going to climb up, or am I free to burn this other rope?
Whatever we need to do to keep the people on that airship safe.
All right, gonna burn the other rope. I'm gonna send a firebolt at it.
Yeah, and Spywise is like, Give me a head start, and then you can go on this one too.
All right, sounds good. How far away is he from the actual ship? I know he just started climbing, but
So he'd be like the full 400 feet so far. So he's gonna start like climbing. It's gonna take him a few turns, but he's gonna give it the try.
okay. In order to make sure that Mega's goons don't put out the fire, I'm gonna try to aim it 100 feet up the rope.
All right, perfect.
I think that would be smart.
Yeah.
You must attack a token before rolling the attack for firebolt.
You should be able to do it from your. I wonder if there's like a way or.
I assume the people don't seem like they are connected to Mega. Like they're not orcs or anything. Right?
No, they're just like seem to. Yeah.
Seem of the city.
They seem a little rough and tumble, but they're just.
I did get a 16 on my first roll. I just didn't have the Beyond 20 thing set up properly. You can go into the campaign thing and take a look.
So you rolled a 16 for the attack, and that should be like for an inanimate object. That's more than enough. Like for like a piece of rope. What was it? Okay. Yeah. All right. So what's how much damage did you do? Roll. Go ahead and roll damage. Okay, that's enough.
That was almost 10.
So yeah, and the ropes generally only have like 2 hit points. So yeah, you fire off a firebolt. You hit the rope right now. Right there. You see the like arcane fire kind of like wrap around it, and singe off a good chunk in between two, and then as like causing the rope strands to like snap off in either direction, and you see the rope snap to the ground, the angle up, and you see kind of like the ship start to like drift off to one side, or at least like lean to one side.
Well, this is gonna get fun, guys. That will be all.
All right, perfect. So the Dinser porters I see the situation and start to look around and see okay. They the one further off sees the rope snap off, sees the other the spywise climbing on the other rope, and you see Ox Hammerfollow running towards and you fire off that firebolt. He pulls out he aims his crossbow down at Ox. 15 does in fact hit for 6 points of damage.
There's only 2 people that can see the cat right now, but he's being fucking ridiculous.
Oh yeah. Oh, we can see him.
Well, apparently a jungle gym that needs to give pets is what I've become.
Yes. I mean that's just the nature. That's the job of the cat owner. Be climbed over, provide pets, and be the dough on which they make biscuits. The other Dinza Porter is going to take another swing up at Spywise. All right, and unfortunately, kind of whiffs as once again Spywise is just able to like maneuver around the rope just deftly enough to not get caught by the porter's mace. All right, Sept is up.
Got it this time. Right on the other side of the 20.
All right, you definitely hit him. Let me see, it was a roll. Okay, that's for like critting. You feel like you can see that you pull back once again. The moat comes in there, and you can see like the something the moat like barely visible as a wisp in the air, just but like almost like the shockwave of a bullet in kind of like slow motion but faster than an arrow, and it's just like whiffs into, and then you can see it almost like an invisible fist punches him right in his sides, right in his ribs, as the arrow hits for 9 points of damage. It's like as he's running and almost kind of like hits him in the side in his stride. He kind of like stumbles like a foot or two to the side, and he continues his run, looking down at anger at you.
Seems like that was a good space if people aren't, close yet. I'll stay.
Yeah. All right. I believe that is all for now.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, what is... All right. At this point, another porter steps out onto the catwalk from the blimp, armed with a quarterstaff. Mega charges at him, and he grapples him, and they caught up in like just like in a clinch, going back and forth, pushing and kind of taking, almost starting to hockey fight a little bit, and just like go back and forth in that regard. right. And Ox walks. Keeps running with a bolt in his shoulders. Like, fellas, well that weren't very nice. We're just trying to climb up that rope to that blimp. If you don't mind. Like, well, that's the problem. So he just kind of keeps running. And let's see. All right, and yeah, he just dashes his 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 halfling legs. Goes his 50 feet and is right at the platform, about to jump up. Like, we're trying to capture that mean fella. That one that's attacking your your darn ship there. Let's see. Oh wait, why didn't I public reveal to everyone? He rolls a 3 in persuasion. The porters seem none too moved by his persuasive arguments. And then like throughout all this, bounty hunters kind of make quick decisions on on what the situation is at hand. Those that do have the means to at least attempt pot shots at Mega do so. Some kind of like start to stop and wait and just try to visually assess the situation. Some are moving in another direction, seemingly anticipating, where the if the blimp lands somewhere, where it might land. If they're all kind of like seem to be moving around, setting themselves up, trying to like do what they can to like be the ones with the advantageous position. To various degrees of success. But that being said, fetch.
Hello? Okay. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I'm out of the loop. How close am I to Mega at this point?
It's still up 400 feet above you.
400. Okay. Then I am still trying to.
And
Wait, I missed something, I think.
So what happened is along the way is Doom Watcher fired a firebolt at one of the anchor ropes, dislodging it, and kind of like swaying the airship to one way, seemingly to kind of like dislodge it to move it off of out of reach.
Okay, then I want to do something similar. If I can use Cosmic Ray on, or no, I'm gonna need. How close am I to the ropes?
I would say like maybe like 50 or so feet.
Okay, then I want to find the sharpest object I can and catapult it into the ropes. If you can roll that for me.
It's like you find you find some like random shards of glass and or like something that attacks it. All right, so catapult. Spell. Hmm. Successful. Okay. Okay. We go from here. Where do we go from here? Uh, what is so weird about this? I don't know. So, okay. Okay, positive direction. Okay, so then it just like three d8 bludgeoning damage to the rope. I don't have to like roll anything. Okay, so yeah, so it's since it's a save. Obviously, it's a rope. It doesn't save. It's a solid object. And it does 3d8 damage, which is at the base level 3 damage. So, which is more than enough to snap the rope. So, do you let's see. Do you do it above where Spywise is on it? I presume.
Oh, Spywise was on the rope I shot at.
He's just like
Or
climbing,
Two.
but he barely got onto it. He's just like,
Were there other ropes?
yeah, I would.
think, yeah. So you go up above it, and it's like you snap the rope off. He kind of like stumbles down. I was like, well, that's one way to do it. And the rope kind of like flings off. The let's see. Yeah. And the blimp starts kind of like drift a little bit away. As there's but doesn't fully on drift. It seems like at the very least somebody's at the controls, so it doesn't like drift away. So they're kind of like, but at the very least it's no longer tethered.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I want to position myself for the next one just in case.
Mm-hmm. So right now, that I believe those were it's just 2 ropes.
And then I'm going to try to fix my Bluetooth, and I'll be right back.
Okay, and then like the last tether is okay. The blimp's nose is the last tether that is secured to a hook on the hand, but otherwise it's kind of like drifting a little bit back and forth, but seemingly under control. All right. Okay, so as we get into the third round of combat, the third round. Oh. So as we get into the third round of combat, the sky dims in a matter of seconds, turning from blue to green to yellow, then orange, and finally to red, as if the sun were setting midday. The songs of the blackbirds rise to their highest volume yet, drowning out all sound. You glance around. What was previously hundreds of blackbirds have now become thousands. They cover every surface within 200 feet of you, and their eyes glow with red, radiant energy. Their song builds and builds and builds until finally they all go silent at once. And that's when you first see him. The man appears to be nothing more than a silhouette, his back to the sun, features indiscernible. You can't make out his face, but like the birds enveloping him, his eyes glow with red, radiant energy. In his left hand, he wields a 4-foot-long spear with 2 blades. The first blade is a wickedly sharp point typical for a spear, while the second is curved like a scythe. The entire weapon crackles with the same red energy. The dark figure's attention is briefly on you before he gazes at the blimp above. Without a single utterance, he points with his free hand to the blimp. Immediately, the entirety of the blackbird horde vaults into the sky towards the blimp. And let me... There he is. The blackbird.
Let me keep him out of my view.
All right. So... All right, so... Spy-wise, kind of like, see, the situation looks at the rope a little bit dangling, but a bit out of reach. Kind of like where are my macros? Let me just have the this. is going to instead take a long shot since he still has his ensnaring strike at Mega. And he does it with disadvantage because it's outside of his normal range. Damn. And unfortunately, misses. A bonus action. That's 90 feet. Yep. Well, that's gonna end his turn. The blackbird. The blackbird basically was his birds kind of going out ahead. He immediately takes off flying towards the blimp. Dashes. Oh, let me see. Dashes towards towards the top of the towards the top, going flying up 60 feet and on his way towards his destination. All right. Okay. All right. Well, that is his turn. Okay. Doom Watcher.
Yeah, I really don't know what to do from here, if I'm being honest.
What else?
Can I try to insight check this blackbird fellow and see what his intentions are?
Yeah, you can certainly try.
Oh,
Yeah. From I mean, it's hard to tell a lot of things from how featureless this creature is, but from the movement, from the focus, from the singular focus, and from kind of like the way he's pointing and where he's pointing at, you would ascertain that he is a laser focus, almost like blinders on, towards Mega the Brash. Like his quarry is Mega the Brash, and he's not paying attention to anybody else, anything else, nothing. He like I said earlier, he kind of glanced over you people and then just went laser eyed.
Okay, so temporary ally, got it.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna see if I can really do anything here. Ox is still down 6 hit points, correct? Or is he
Yeah,
supposed to be max?
Yeah, so he's like, ugh. He saw the rope come down, so he's mostly looking around for something else to do.
Alright, I'm gonna touch Ox and heal him back up.
Okay, perfect.
Back up to max. Nice.
Nice.
And like I said, I really have no idea what to do beyond that. I'm just gonna pass.
All right, yeah. All right. Um, the um, the news reporter. Let me see. Hmm. Okay, okay, okay. Let me see. Okay. All right. So the news reporter kind of like assesses the situation, looks at up, especially now with the blimp untethered, but still kind of connected to the statue, and takes the platform as they're still kind of like standing on the floating platform, and starts taking it up, and with its movement and action. Let's see. Is it flying speed? Okay, yeah. Let's say you can dash. Its movement and action flies up 100 feet towards the blimp.
I need to stop trying to podcast from Alpha Software. That's probably what I should do, huh?
Maybe. But yeah, he flies off 100 feet, and the Spyways could have an attack of opportunity. He has no reason to. Like, it's like, well, why do I need to stab him for it or whatever? So he just kind of like watches him kind of fly up. And what is, so here's a wand. 100 feet, and this is 300 feet above him. Okay. Oh, wait, no. It was already in his inventory. Okay. I am done with the range. Okay, not quite yet. All right, and then the other one does the same. I want to say, actually, I want to say, no. I want to say Spywise would have, yeah, the flying platform. When he fell off, he'd fallen off. Okay, I'm gonna say Spywise climbed on the platform. And now he's riding with this Dinser Porter. Which is like, and then like he climbs up and holds the side of it, like, let's go up. And the thing, the guy's gonna swing at him. It's like he assesses and he decides to go up anyways. So Spywise is on the platform going up. And actually, no, the other Dinser stays behind and I don't know, just takes a crossbow pot shot at the Blackbird. It does. It kind of like it hits, but it doesn't register in the expression or movement of the Blackbird at all. It's just kind of like, and it was as if nothing had happened, even though he had hit him with a crossbow bolt. Yeah. Now it is Sep's turn.
That is cool to see, but still just focusing on her shot attempt.
I forgot. Okay. Also, I'm gonna call it these two turns. And also, during at the end of Doomwatcher's turn and at the end of the Porter's turn, collective turn, the Blackbird uses on each time legendary action to move another 30 feet, fly another for 30 feet each time. So it keeps flying up another 60 feet before. So now it's your turn.
Nice. There aren't enough blackbirds getting like in my way of my view or anything.
No, not quite yet. They're making their way up there.
Okay.
So he's gone.
Okay.
Nice. There's another one, another moat, another like whizzing through the air, and another like almost imperceptible, like invisible punch to the gut as he kind of like it kind of moves around as he's still in that like hockey fight with the porter. It's like it's like and the porter almost kind of starts to get an advantage before Mega the Brash recovers and is back into the clinch with him. All right. Is there anything else? Or
If it seems like there's somewhere I could potentially move to avoid them getting in the way, I would definitely do that. I can bonus
yeah.
action dash too if I need to.
Yeah, you can basically just say that you kind of get in a really good position where, like, as a you know, you're keeping in a good position to have a nice line of sight to Mega as you need to be. It's pretty easy to do, and you know exactly kind of how to get it done. All right, that is all for Sept. Mega the Brash, meanwhile, is continuing kind of the struggle. They fight back and forth, fists, back and forth with those weapons, kind of like neither one really able to kind of gain the advantage. He's able to. They're able to kind of like they're back and forth, just caught in a standstill, and like. But definitely, you see the porter kind of like catching the worst of it. He's putting up a fight, but he's starting to wear down. All right, Ox, Hammerfellow saw what Spywise did, and decides to run over and jump on the other guy's, the other porter's platform, and go, "My good fella, let's head on up there." And he kind of like, let's see, does the broom of. Yeah, no, it's just. He kind of like hops on and without. He starts to look at like the controls and starts to like try to figure out how do you get this thing flying, brother? Like, let me see. How can rolls a 10? He messes around with a bunch of different buttons and kind of sends it kind of careening up in a dash, a little bit out of control. It's like, ah! And as the porter kind of grips the sides. Careens off towards the blimp, kind of a little bit out of control. It's like, how do you ride this thing? Right. And fetch.
Oh, is it my turn already? Okay. How close am I to Mega?
It's still up 400 feet or so.
Okay. Wait, I must have been screwed up. Oh, is the brain my detect thought?
The tech sauce. Oh yeah. As you got closer to the porters, you get this, like, the surface thoughts where that, like, they just looked at everyone seemingly like, are these all are they all involved with this guy? Or they just figure you're all involved as the same with him, all wanting to attack the blimp. They seem to assume that.
Oh, they think we're involved with Mega.
Yeah, like
And
everybody's
they
just
don't
like,
like us because of that. Well, then I try to communicate to them. We're not with Head.
like, so yeah, just give me a persuasion check, kind of retroactive persuasion check.
Persuasion. Oh my.
They seem unmoved. They're still questioning things, but they're like, but everything's all topsy turvy, and they continues the course of action. Also, at the end of Sep's turn, Blackbird used his third legendary action to move another 30 feet. So, just as a point of order.
How far am I from that guy?
At this point, he's flown 240 feet.
Okay, so I'm not going to be able to close the distance. So I was going to say, can I slow that guy? No. Can I dash and do? Sorry, I'm having to regain my knowledge of everything going on because I was trying to troubleshoot a computer.
Yeah.
Don't play games on alpha/beta desktop environments, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the lesson I just learned. Is there anybody going towards like getting close to Mega at all?
Right now, I'm gonna say both Spywise and Ox are riding with these porters kind of in tow, like all looking confused, riding these platforms that they had rolled down on, that had flown down on. They're flying up, and they're about 100 feet up.
And then I guess I use a charge of resilient sphere on myself and just kind of get into a spot where if we end up knocking Mega down, I'm in a good spot to attack.
Okay.
Like closer to that area if I can.
All right. And that's your resilient sphere.
That should be part of my staff of the snail.
Use your one of your charges.
Yeah. I have like 10. Might as well start using them shits.
Mm-hmm. Use your little resilient sphere. And you kind of just get in your bubble.
Yeah, move and get in my bubble. So that if he falls down and attacks me first, I at least have some.
Yeah. All right.
And
That concludes your turn. And with that, as we enter the fourth round of combat, we'll put a pause. We'll pause there, and see what continues as all the figures in place all start moving and going towards their respective goals. That's where we're gonna pause things and come back next week. We look forward to seeing what happens next on this adventure. Thank y'all for being with us for another fantastic episode of Through the Tomes. Be sure to come back over, if you're over on YouTube, come over to twitch.tv/OrelliTV. Watch us live every week, or as often as we can. And also watch all of our other streams like Record Records, our music podcast, and our GM mode stream / Aging Millennial podcast on Fridays, and all the fun time had there. Also, be sure subscribe to the YouTube to watch all of our VODs as they come up. Go back, watch all of our podcasts and VODs from before and different playthroughs. Check out all the things. Like, share, subscribe, do all the things. Until next time, hasta los huevos.
See ya.
Bye-bye. Annyeong. Fighting.